So just about set. And today's starter, Spencer Strider. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Now here is Jordan Westburg. In the air, center field. Harris sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Ramon Laureano.
Oh, Boog, not just the fans, not just the people watching this game, but us. I mean, we're pretty fired up to watch this guy swing the bat. He's got big-time pop this season, slugging percentage over 500. Outfielders, put your track shoes on because you're going to be running in the gaps, trying to climb the wall. This guy is going to do damage when he gets the bat to the baseball. Don't take your eyes off of him.
Strider certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. Breaking ball inside, and it's a ball and a strike.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark. So when you look at that, he's not completely preventing hitters from hitting home runs, but he's so consistent that you look up. By the time he gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning, and there's 1 or 2 runs on the board at most.
Now pitching.
Number 75, ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
1 out, bases empty. And strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And delivers outside. And that skips in the dirt. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting fourth, first baseman Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. O'Hearn goes 6 feet 3 inches, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on.
1-2.
And that one is in the dirt. 2-2. Ground ball, Olsen. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Looking back at the solo blast that led off the game. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Atlanta, and on the mound now, Charlie Morton. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Strikes.
And the 1-0. He was late there, strike one.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Ground ball up the middle. Holiday handles, throws to first, and Acuna retired. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Matt Olson stands in now and watches strike one. That catches the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And that's just foul. Two outs.
1-2.
That one is upstairs. 2 out, space is empty. Out to short, Henderson. Fires across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back at Truist Park, and now the DH, Ramon Laureano.
Ramon Laureano.
That pitch gets the inside corner. Strike one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And he deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike three.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. That one pushed foul. One down, base is empty. And that
That's the ball.
misses. And it's 1-1.
That's a really good
1-1.
take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Everything came together for him. Got a
Catcher,
fastball,
Gary
middle of the plate,
Sanchez.
jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here is Gary Sanchez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. In the air, right side of the infield. And there's two away.
Batting eighth, right fielder Tyler O'Neill.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, we
No
call
ball,
that
one strike.
keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Bang, bang play at the plate right there. Outfielder needed no help. An absolutely perfect throw to get him. Right on the money. Excellent tag by the catcher. And the inning ends on an awesome play.
Bottom half of inning number 2. And now here's the veteran DH, Jurickson Profar. Morton back to work. That's in for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Check swing. He held up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
Headed towards the corner. Cowser makes his way towards it. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. And you know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now in for the Braves, Marcell Ozuna. There's a strike at the knees. That one fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves.
Drake Baldwin.
Pulls that one foul. Profar, the runner at second with one away. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
And that is out of play. Outside. 2-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
0-1.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Doesn't stop, heads for home. And he's out.
You're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
And we're back onto the 3rd inning, and into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. Ripped on a line. Harris makes a nice running catch.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Holiday, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next offering is downstairs.
1-1.
And there's a ball.
That's low. Ball.
That one fouled off. 2-2. One down, base is empty. Line drive to short and caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was slow, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
And now Jordan Westberg. Slider right there.
0-1.
And there's a foul ball.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Two down, nobody on. Gonna count 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a 1-2 again.
That's a ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. 2-2.
That's a ball.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
2 outs, runner at first. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 1 so far. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Bryce Elder getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Two outs. Just missed.
That's a ball. 1-1.
In there at the knees. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. 1 left for the Orioles. But they still lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now, Michael Harris the second. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Nick Allen. Right through there for a strike. That's inside, and that's ball 1. Swings through that one.
Belly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a ball line to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out.
Now batting,
number 2.
Right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Back to the top of the lineup, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Grounded out his first time up. Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. And that one clips the corner. That's to third. Westberg tosses to first. Inning over. Braves strand 1. They trail here 1-0. Start of the 4th, and here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. And that's way high. 1-0. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Ozuna ranging after it. He's got it. 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Laureano, 30 years old now. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. Laureano takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Way inside, and that hit him.
Oh, right now he's thinking, man, I wish that would have been an off-speed pitch, but instead a fastball, and you can tell that hurts a little bit.
Doubled in his first AB. Inside, ball one.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
That's the ball.
Next pitch is outside, and that's ball two. Pickoff throw. Laureano dives back in safely. That misses the zone, and now 3-0. Fastball for a strike. And ball four, two aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, one out. Here's Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1. And that one upstairs. Laureano over at second. Cowser at first. One gone. Splits the plate, and the count is 1-1. On the ground to short, could be 2. To second, there's 1. On to Olsen. That's 2.
Got the batter to hit it exactly where he wanted. That textbook 6-4-3 double play, gets out of the jam and back in the dugout.
Back here in Atlanta, down the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. Doubled his first time up. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. There's a swing and a miss.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swings and misses. 1-2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
On the run, sent it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Oh, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
1 and 2's the count.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the Braves go down quietly. And it remains 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
And a foul ball. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And next for the Orioles, Cedric Mullins.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
First pitch swinging. Mullins needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Now batting, second baseman,
And the batter now, Jackson
Holliday.
Holiday. He's already homered in this game. Just missed.
Ball.
Next pitch off the plate. And it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. Next offering is outside. Outside, and that is ball 4.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but
Now
with his speed, this guy out there on the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
So 2 down. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. He's 0 for 1. In the air, right side. And that is that. And the Orioles leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. Back at Truist Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Drake Baldwin. Morton back to work. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. That's a strike.
0-2.
And now 1-2.
1-2.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. And that one fouled off. Swinging a foul out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The 0-2.
That's the ball.
Baldwin gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Got him swinging.
Now
Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves.
Michael Harris the second.
And fouled off. Ground ball left side, and it's off the bag. Uh-oh, wrong base as it goes to third. The tag, and he's out.
Now batting, shortstop.
So digging in, Nick Allen. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Foul ball there. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. They still trail 1-0.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Braves.
and they make a change to start the 6th.
Number
The
55.
new pitcher, Bryce Elder.
Right.
Well, I got to think he probably has a
Elder.
little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation
Leading off
when
for
he
the
plays
Orioles,
against his old squad.
Shortstop.
And
Gunnar
into the box for
Henderson.
Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just
No, that's
missed.
out.
And the next
3-0.
pitch is way outside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns
3-1.
out.
Elder fires. That one misses.
Ball 4, runner
So a
take the
leadoff
base.
walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
Now batting,
Everyone
the
gets a
first
walk,
baseman,
Boog.
Ryan O'Hearn.
And now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. 0 for 2 in this one.
Sit him down. Come on, Bryce.
Hee-haw.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Not close
1-2.
with that one. 1-2 to count. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Austin Cox up and loosening in the pen. Hernandez, a right-hander, loosening up as well. And a swing and a miss. One gone here.
Up next for the Orioles.
Here's
the
Ramon
designated
Laureano.
hitter, Ramon Laureano.
Outside
That's a ball.
low, and that's ball one. One-run game, one out, one on. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, one out.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
2 on, 1 out. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. And ball one.
One ball, no strikes.
Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Grounded to third, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. Double play. What a killing to end the inning.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Well, we go bottom 6.
Leading off
Now
for
the
the
leadoff
Braves,
spot for the
right
Braves,
fielder,
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Jr.
First
No,
pitch
that missed.
just misses. To third. Zips it to first. They get the out on Acuna.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt.
Here's Matt Olson down. Fastball
Nope,
is
that's
outside.
Ball.
On the ground. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin.
Here's Austin Riley.
Riley.
First pitch
Nope,
misses.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Two one.
The Orioles leading by a run here in the bottom of the sixth. That one misses. And now 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That's ball 4.
that's
Tried
ball
another
4.
fastball,
Base.
but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed
Now
his spot.
batting,
Hitter
the
didn't offer
designated
at
hitter,
it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Profar.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Profar now. 1 for 2. First pitch,
Go,
and he
ball.
just misses.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Next
No,
offering
that's high.
upstairs.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Can't find
That
it
missed.
here.
That's a
That's
ball.
6 straight balls. Marcell Ozuna in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering is in for a strike. Riley leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On the ground, right side, into the outfield, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. That's all for Charlie Morton, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
On the
Baltimore.
mound now, Ryan Baker.
Number 43.
Still a lot of game left, and this game
Ryan
could go
Baker.
either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. There's the strike. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Man, I'm pretty
0-2.
impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Now the Orioles catcher, Gary Sanchez. And there's the strike. Elder in his 2nd season, 25 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. And 1 and 2.
Out.
Out to short, Allen. Tosses to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Now batting, right fielder Tyler O'Neill.
And now the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Fouled off left side. Next offering is down
That's a
low.
ball.
And that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one
2-2.
missing low. Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Cedric Mullins digs in now. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. And now it's even up.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there. Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That misses. Full count 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Next for the Orioles, second baseman.
And next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday. He's produced the only run of the game with his solo shot earlier.
Yeah, the pitching's been outstanding in this one, so that home run has really been the only big sign of life from either offense.
Not even close there. 1-0.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Acuna going back, hits the top of the wall. Mullins headed home. The relay to the plate, he'll score easily. It's 2-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jordan Westberg getting ready to hit. And that's in the dirt. Holliday stands at second with 2 gone. That's in there, and the count even 1-1.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Falling behind 2-1. Diving, makes the grab.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swinging.
And we're back, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. And the slider catches the zone. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Andrew Kittredge is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Soto warming up as well. Strike 2.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
That one way back there, and that is way gone. His 11th of the year. It's 2-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. good hitter gets pitch recognition early, he saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brian Baker gives way, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now
Felix Bautista taking over on the mound.
74.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. In for a strike. 0-1. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball.
And a count 1-2. Holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That's the ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That one inside. 3-2 down. Michael Harris the second in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next one misses. Ball one. On the ground to third. Can't glove it cleanly. No throw, and he's out at first.
Now batting.
And next for Atlanta, Nick Allen.
Nick Allen.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
On the ground right side to second. That's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. So the Braves get one back on the solo. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Aaron Bummer. He's been so
Now
good against lefties.
For the Braves, number 49, Aaron Bummer.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson.
Right through there for a strike. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Rafael Montero preparing to come on if needed. Hernandez also getting ready. The 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one finds the zone. Strike one. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
High chopper to third. Riley sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ramon Laureano.
Laureano comes up to hit. There's a strike. 95 of that one. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to the left.
That's
and
foul.
It goes just foul. And a good eye
that's
there.
out.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball right side. Boots it. Gets off a throw. And the Orioles set down in order. Nothing doing this time around for the O's as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Andrew Kittredge.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 1 for 3.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Corbin Martin is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Hot shot to third. In plenty of time to first. And Acuna retired.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Matt Olson up to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And that one fouled off. And that is out of play. trying to hold a one-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And it falls.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Runner holds at second, but they've got something going on here.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Profar in the box now, takes strike one.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
In the air to left down the line, and that drops foul. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. To short, could be two. There's one. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. So it's no runs on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 2 and the Braves 1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Rafael Montero.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Colton Cowser now at the plate. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Angel De Los Santos appears to be getting loose. Upstairs.
Nope, ball. 1-1.
That one not close. Now 2 balls and a strike. Ripped, but it curls foul. Missed with a changeup. Counts full, 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's the catcher, Gary Sanchez. And that misses.
That's the ball.
And it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And another ball.
That's inside.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
Now batting, right fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Now it's the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. That one
Oh,
misses. That's 5 straight.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Swings and misses. It's a ball in 2 strikes.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Inside, just missed.
2-2.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. There's the strike. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. In the dirt. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
The 1-2. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Good feed. That's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Now batting, second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. He's already homered here in this one. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away here at the top of the 9th. That one outside, and the count is 1-1.
Ball high.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2.
Full count.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Jordan Westburg next to bat for Baltimore. 2 outs. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. 2 left on. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Orioles 2 and the Braves 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Corbin Martin.
Now
A chance at his
Baltimore.
first save of the year.
Number 48, Corbin Martin.
Marcelo
Leading
Zuna
off for the
going up
Braves,
to hit.
left
0 for
fielder,
3 in this one.
Ozuna.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
1-run game, bottom 9. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. That misses. Now 1 and 2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. You want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
And there's a hit. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. You often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Making a move at first. Pinch running here. Eli White. No outs. Runner at first. Now in for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That finds the mark on the inside corner. A one-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Got it! Now one away.
Just blown away in that at-bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
He's 2 outs away. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Up the middle. Throws to first in time. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Shortstops are expected to make tough plays look routine, and that's what he did right there. Just a great example of why he plays one of the most demanding positions on the field. Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it.
Swing and a ground ball, and it's just foul. That was close. So the tying run at second.
Tag 2. 0-2.
1 strike away, and that one almost got him. Bottom of the ninth, down a run, and tying run on second base. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.